class, and happy Sunday. I hope you're all enjoying your long weekend. I'm sure you are. And as always, this video gets posted on a Sunday at 8 o'clock at night, but I'm not assuming that you'll be looking at it because tomorrow is family day, and that means you have another day off tomorrow, which is lovely. However, if you would like to get a jump start because you know you've got a jam-packed week this week, then you know you've got all the information you need today as well. So we are officially into week 3 of this course, and that means that we are going to start really moving at a sort of a faster pace, given that this is a grade 12 academic university college prep course. And the first 2 weeks have been fairly gentle, just as we've had students moving in and out of the course, as readjusting is what tends to happen in an e-learning environment. But this week, you will see your very first project. And projects in this course are worth the most. Reason for that is because in a business classroom, really the best way to learn is to apply your knowledge. And while tests are important because they help prepare you for things like examinations and university, they really don't reflect the best part of your knowledge for the most part. And projects really do a better job of really sort of scaffolding the learning, allowing you opportunities to share your knowledge and demonstrate your knowledge in unique ways and diverse ways, as well as applying all of that information that you've been learning in class. So this is also your first project where I get to learn a little bit more about you and how your brains work and you as individual learners. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what you create. So this also being week 3 means that we no longer have to do participation activities every single day. We only have one participation activity now per week, and that is your attendance check for the entire week, which is awesome. So you only have to do the one and you get marked as in attendance Monday through Friday. So just readjusting to that, make sure that you do the very first thing that you do this week is get that participation activity done, because you don't want to be marked absent for the whole week. Okay. So all of your important video links as well as the participation activity are right up here at the top. The participation activity, like I said, is just a Google form, and you have to complete that in order to be marked as present for the week ahead. Okay. So this is my little preamble, which is basically just what I said. Your projects in this course are worth approximately 9 to 10% of your overall grade. So they are the most heavily weighted assignments, and you really want to maximize your effort on projects. This first project is going to have us elevate Black History Month as February culminates. And we're going to be looking at leadership from a Black history perspective. We're going to be looking at some of the more complicated leadership challenges that business owners face in modern day as it applies to diversity and representation in the workforce. And we are going to be elevating Black representation in our project. So it's a project that normally is a lot of fun and also opens our perspectives, which is always important as future managers. Okay. So with that being said, here is your week. Today is obviously Sunday if you're listening to this on time. So Monday we have Family Day. That's off for you. And then Tuesday you've been assigned a lesson. The sort of, I guess, focus on our week this week is on communication and really getting to know you and your communication styles. So you are assigned this lesson, and just like every lesson, it's expected that you go through the slide deck and you do take notes on that. And if there are any videos and articles assigned within the lesson, you obviously want to make sure that you're taking notes on those. And one of the videos assigned in this lesson is this TED Talk, which is Lara Boroditsky, and she speaks about language and how it shapes the way that we think. And she has a lot of really interesting insights. So you are expected to watch the TED Talk and take notes. And actually, in order to complete your participation activity for this week, you do actually have to watch the TED Talk first. Otherwise, you won't know how to answer the questions. Okay? So that's assigned for Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, we have our project. Okay, so this link here takes you to the Black Entrepreneurship and Business Leadership Project. This is also available to you in Dropbox, which is where you're going to be submitting your project. And in order for you to complete this project, you do need to go through this slide deck lesson. So this is an embedded slide deck within the project. And what I've done for this particular lesson, because there is a lot of nuance to it, is I've also included the video here. It's an instructional video. So this video here actually takes you through the slide deck. So I'm just going to open it up for you so that you can see. And what I would like for you to do is to start this video at the 3 minute and 23-second mark. So right here, 3 minute and 23-second approximately. And as you can see, it actually takes you through the actual slide deck. And I try to really just kind of create context and nuance for you about what this slide deck is all about and what this lesson is all about, because it is about representation and leadership when it comes to Black members of our community. I think it's especially important that I contextualize that. So this lesson takes you through that, as well as introduces you to the project, and it takes you through the expectations of the project. So in order to be successful on the project, you do need to listen to this secondary instructional video. This video I did do 11 months ago, so just note that I do talk about the pandemic and I do put on my mask at one point, but all of the information that I take you through is all relevant to the project that you're going to be doing this week, okay? So again, it's expected that you listen to this secondary instructional video. You can find it here on our weekly breakdown right here, and you can also find it right here, okay? And like I said, I would start at the 3 minute and 23-second mark, and that's going to give you all of the contextualized information about Black history and Black leadership and representation through the slide deck, and it's going to also introduce you to that project, okay? And the project, like I said, is available in Dropbox, and all of the information is here for you. I'm not going to go through it in this video because you can find the information you need in the instructional video, which I just pointed out to you. Okay, so there is a sign-up sheet, and again, I explain that in the instructional video, so do take time to watch that so that you really understand what I'm looking for. Again, this is your very first project of the course, so I'm going to be really looking at this critically to see where you're at and where we might need to go moving forward, okay? This is all you have to work on this week, just that lesson and then your participation activity as well as the project. I always try to make sure that I'm giving you as many hours as possible to complete projects because your deadline is a firm deadline. It's due on Monday at 8 a.m., so Monday, February 27th at 8 a.m. At that point, Dropbox will close, so if you do not submit that, you do not submit that, okay? That's a separate conversation. If there's any issues with the deadline, I would expect that you would be reaching out to me in advance and we could set up a Google Meet to talk about that individual need, okay? But otherwise, you should have lots of time to work on that this week as long as you are allocating the appropriate time. But if there are any questions, I'd be happy to arrange a Google Meet with you or just try to answer your questions over email. So send that my way. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you on